When God wants to bless you, he will move you from one place to another. And you can see that even in concerning Abraham in Genesis 12, verses 1 to 3, it says, "Now the Lord had said to Abram, get out of your country, from your family, and from your father's house, to a land that I will show you. I will make you a great nation. I will bless you and make your name great, and you shall be a blessing. I will bless those who bless you, and I will curse him who curses you. And in you all the families of the earth shall be blessed." God had moved Abraham from the land of Haran to the land of Canaan. And by Abraham hearing and obeying God, eventually in the next chapter, we see that Abraham had inherited the land of Canaan. So when God wants to bless you, he will move you from one place to another. And I'm a testament of that. After God caused me to see my dad for the first time in a long time, which was an answered prayer, I went back home to Texas. And after some time, I asked God that I may see my dad again. And I remembered that although I had prayed to God, I could hear the voice of the enemy say that I wasn't going to see him again. But when God says yes, no man, no one can say no. So God not only made a way, but provided that I will go back to New Orleans to visit my dad. My dad said he was going to pay for the ticket, but I remembered I even went back to God and asked God for my dad to keep his word, that he said that he would buy my ticket, and he did. And so I came back to New Orleans with just a mindset of basically wanting to, basically spend time with my dad. And just the amount of blessings that I received, I was not expecting it. It was literally an overflow. Like even some things I needed that I didn't even speak out my mouth, God was blessing me with it. And like just for example, I needed some more socks. I have literally a lot of socks. I don't need no more socks. It's literally been an overflow of the many blessings that God has blessed me with. But not only did God bless me with things, God, he also has used me as a vessel in order to bless someone else. So as I'm down here, I'm receiving overflow of blessings like left and right, money, clothes, other stuff. Even like on my way back to Texas, I remember going to a store specifically with one of my dad's friends, and we was only supposed to go to the store for two specific items, but it's like, but when I went in there, she was like, just get anything you want, and more specifically, like, I picked up 2 Powerade bottles to put in the basket, and then I remember my dad's friend told him to get basically 10 more for me. So then 10 more was put in the basket. Then she told him to get 10 more. So 10 more was put in the basket. And then like, I already had Powerade at home, at my dad's house that my dad had bought for me. So that was a lot right there. And then she was like, basically, I had to pick whatever I wanted and stuff like that. And even when I was stopped, they'll, basically tell me to, look around, or basically just to get something else. And so I was literally blessed overflowingly with many stuff. On a ride, just to going back to Texas, we didn't have to stop for food at all, literally at all. We had food for the road, food for when we had snacks from on the road, and snacks and stuff for when we make it to Texas. That's how much it was. And just not only did I receive many blessings, but there was a box made, and so much stuff was put in this box, and the box was shipped off to Texas. And like I said before, God used me as a vessel to bless other people. So when I made it back out to Texas, stuff was eventually given out. And I remember like just having a bag full of stuff, and they had these boys that was outside playing football. So I asked them did they want it, any of the stuff or whatever, and I told them it was free. So they started tackling the bag, and that was that. As well as some other things was given out. There are some things still left over that needs to be given out, but God, He has used me as a vessel to bless others, but He has also blessed me abundantly. And just when I went back home, I wanted to come back out here again. Oh, first of all, I forgot to mention that I was at first uneasy about coming back to New Orleans by myself, because I guess you can say I haven't really, it was uncomforting to me that to stay in a place that I wasn't familiar with. But God, He comforted me in letting me know that, you know, just as I enter this house, He's entering with me. And also what I forgot to mention is that God did bless me with a lot of shoes as well. And right now, even as I speak, I'm back now in New Orleans. God, He made provision for me to first go down to Houston and caused my dad to be there on time just to come get me, and protected us even as we traveled to here New Orleans the following day. And on the day in which I was traveling down to Houston from Texas, I didn't have nothing to eat on the road, but God, He made provisions for me that I may have something to eat. Two people had gave me something to eat, so I had something to eat before I had traveled down to Houston. And also one of the things in which I didn't expect was that before I even got out of the car to go to go inside the Greyhound building, I didn't expect my aunt to give me some money. I didn't expect her to pray over me before I got out the car. So I didn't expect that. But and I remember as I prayed before getting on the Greyhound bus, I was asking God, for a seat by myself, and He answered. And it was just like when I got on the bus and He answered, when He answered, that's when I started thinking, have favor with God and stuff like that. But right now, as I am right now, I'm here in New Orleans. God has protected me, even on the roads to come here. As well as He also has been blessing me yet again. So I'm blessed. I'm blessed abundantly. But even as you hear this, it's evidence that God is moving. I wasn't serving God as I supposed to, literally, and just by this being made and being put out is evidence that God is moving, because it's been a while since I actually served God in this way. So I am thankful. But anyway, be blessed, and just know when God wants to bless you, He will move you from one place to another.